Tomljanovic led his Rockets for the first time without Sir Charles, and the question was, who would fill in? Carlos Rogers started the game and impressed early, collects a long pass and finishes it off strongly with a slam. Thomas Hamilton also filled in, gets the roll here, but Houston trailed 62-45 at the half. In the third quarter, Rockets come back. Cuttino Mobley finding Rogers for the big alley-oop slam. He had 15 points and 13 rebounds. On to the fourth now, where the Rockets come back to tie it. Shandon Anderson misses, but Hamilton is there with the tip-in. Later in the fourth, Celtics build a 5-point lead, but the Rockets don't go away. It's Mobley, gets the outlet and hits the tough reverse. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. After Mobley jumper cut it to 1, he has a chance to give the Rockets the lead, but he misses on the lay-in right there. So the Celtics would ice the game at the free throw line. Barkley has to endure another loss. In New York, Patrick Ewing returned to the Knicks lineup, playing for the first time since tearing his Achilles tendon last season. And he looked rusty early on. Jumper? No. Ewing would make it up on the defensive end. Manages to get a rebound right here after some effort. On to the second quarter, where Latrell Sprewell turned it on. Takes George Lynch to the hoop and gets 2 there. He had 31 points on the night. Third quarter tied at 46. Ewing again working hard on the boards. And would get fouled once again. Goes to the free throw line. Now he had 7 points of the night, all from the free throw line. Fourth quarter, Marcus Camby takes over. Blocks George Lynch, and then again on the block on Billy Owens. Then on the fast break, he can do it on offense as well. Collects the pass from Spree, lays it up, gets the foul. He had 12 points and 9 rebounds. On to the fourth quarter, Knicks up 4, tight down the stretch. But Ewing is able to grab an important offensive rebound. He would then get fouled. No field goals on Ewing's first game back, but he does lead the Knicks to a win by 7 points. Well, we'll be back. Season low 11 points on the night, and that was because he shot only 5 for 16 from the field. Another miss there from the right wing. The Hornets, meanwhile, relied on high percentage shots to build a 19-point halftime lead. Eddie Jones with a steal, and then with an acrobatic finish. More from Charlotte in the second half. Point guard David Wesley finds Eddie Robinson for the big alley-oop slam. And then it's Ricky Davis who gets into a high-flying act of his own. The Hornets win by 22. It was Philly's worst loss of the season, spoiling Iverson's comeback. The Washington Wizards had lost 6 straight coming into San Antonio to face the defending champion Spurs, and it looked like they were heading to another loss. Jerome Kersey, the veteran, with a big slam there as the Spurs were up by 3 in the second quarter. Still in the second quarter, watch Mitch Richmond on the break, lays it in for 2 of his 31 points on the night. Into the second half. Fourth quarter, the Wizards take control. Richmond misses this shot, but there's Aaron Williams with a big putback. Wizards up by 8 at this point. Shocking Spurs coach Greg Popovich. Well, late in the game, Wizards seal the deal. Rod Strickland, a big pass to Williams. He had 9 points off the bench as Washington wins this one by 10.
Gardner takes it on the wing and tries to pass, and it's deflected by Michigan State's Charlie Bell and goes in. Let's see it again from a different angle. Gardner's pass didn't find its target, but he's credited with 2 points and takes our World Sport Play of the Day.
New York, where Patrick Ewing played in his second game since returning from injury. The Knicks facing Boston. Ewing looking for his first field goal of the season, and there it is. Gets a foul as well. Ewing got 1, and he would get another. This time an easier one, a slam after a pass from Larry Johnson. He had 9 points. Well, fourth quarter, Celtics come back after trailing by 12. Antoine Walker with 2 big 3-pointers. The Celtics down 6. Well, they were down just 2 with 1.8 seconds remaining, but Walker can't handle the pass. New York does hold on to win this one by just 2 points.
And also ahead in the NBA, the Los Angeles Clippers try to dunk their 9-game winless skid against the Vancouver Grizzlies.
We go courtside to the Staples Center, where the LA Clippers hosted Vancouver in Monday's only NBA game. The Clippers trying to stop a 9-game skid, and that's a big slam for Sharif Abdul-Rahim. The Clippers did lead by 6 early. Second quarter, Clippers up 8. Maurice Taylor misses the jumper, but there's Lamar Odom, the rookie, with a big slam. Well, 6.6 seconds left in the half, and this is a way to end the half. Not bad at all. Look at this dunk by Tyrone Nesby. The Clippers up by 10 after 2. Well, third quarter, more Clippers. Taylor dishes out to Nesby, and he hits the 3 from the wing. The Clippers looking to seal this one. Loose ball. Hudson with the pass. He had 11 assists to go along with 18 points, and that's Lamar Odom, who banks it off the glass. He only had 8 points in the game, but this would be a costly win for the Clippers as Derek Anderson would hurt his ankle, who will be out of Tuesday's game.
Ein alter Wirkungsstätte, Nick Anderson bei seinem ersten Auftritt als King bei Orlando Magic, wo er ja jahrelang spielte. 5 von 9 von der Dreierlinie und das nach einer bisher enttäuschenden Saison für ihn. Ein bisschen Showtime dann. Darrell Armstrong. Autsch, das tat bestimmt weh. Aber Zähne zusammengebissen, denn die Kings, sie waren blitzschnell. Wieder mal. Pass auf Chris Webber. High-Speed-Basketball von den Sacramento Kings, ein Team, das kaum zu bremsen scheint in diesem Jahr. Aber auch Orlando spielt mit, das war Abdul Wahad. Eine interessante, eine spannende Partie, die Kings gewinnen knapp.
Celtics as well, having won 12 in a row against them. Well, early on, Melman trying to deliver, but there's Purvis Ellison with a big block. Malone missed his first 5 shots. Late first quarter, check out the shot by Antoine Walker. Off the glass, he had 36 points in the game. Celtics up by 4 early on, but second quarter, Malone turns it on. Good position down low, gets the lay-in there, no problems. And then on the break, we've seen it for many years. John Stockton, Karl Malone for the lay-in. Third quarter, more vintage Jazz. Stockton finds Karl Malone for the alley-oop. Malone with 27 points as the Jazz win by 10. As we approach the millennium, actor and rapper Will Smith made an appearance in Philadelphia as the Sixers took on Toronto. It was the Raptors who got jiggy with it first. Great slam there by Vince Carter. He had 19 points in the game. Third quarter, Allen Iverson leads back the Sixers. First with a pass to Eric Snow, who lays it in, and then he would do it from the outside. Buries the three-pointer in D. Brown's face. More Iverson here, this time with another pass, this time to Larry Hughes. And he connects. Well, fourth quarter, more Sixers. Iverson driving, he gets rejected, but watch Aaron McKee. Drains the jumper. The Sixers are now up by 1 point. Late fourth quarter, Sixers up 2. And Allen Iverson creates space for his own shots. 2 of 37 points on the night as owner Pat Croce is pumped. Sixers up by 4. They're up by 2 now with 0.9 seconds left. Carter tries to win it, but he misses it at the buzzer. The Sixers win this one by 2. Well, we go to the Hive in Charlotte, where the Hornets battled Minnesota. The home team trailed by as many as 12 in the first half, but they come back. A big slam there by rookie Baron Davis. And then it's Eddie Jones. It's the off-balance jumper. The Hornets would lead by 7 at the half. Well, both teams would stay close in the second half. Belby fills with the steal and then the uncontested jam. Hornets up by 8 at this point. Fourth quarter, Hornets up 4, but the Timberwolves keep it close. Terrell Brandon, Malik Sealy, 27 points on the night for him. The Hornets would answer. Anthony Mason down low on Kevin Garnett. Hits the shot. He had 16 points and 13 rebounds. And Eddie Jones would seal it late on. The three-pointer from the wing. He had 19 in the game. The Hornets have now won 6 straight, and the T-Wolves have lost 7 in a row.
Villanova against Temple, and with time running out in the first half, Mark Karcher feeds Lynn Greer, who hits the three-pointer on the buzzer. He gets the shot off with 1 second left in the half, a crucial basket for Temple too. They ended up winning this Battle of Philadelphia by exactly 3 points for our World Sport Play of the Day.
They took the league best record into Thursday's clash against Dikembe Mutombo and the Atlanta Hawks. Time running out first quarter. The Lakers' Glenn Rice trying to beat the buzzer and does. Lakers by 2 after 1. In the anticipated matchup between Shaq and Mutombo, Dikembe wins that battle. 4 blocks for Mutombo. Lakers by 5 at the half. Third quarter, look at Kobe just going in for the poster slam. 30 points for Kobe. The Lakers by 13 after 3. Now, foul trouble limited Shaq to just 9 points in this game, but he did break loose here, slamming in Mutombo's face. And then later, Kobe at the top of his game and taking it to the top of the key, knocks it down. The Lakers win this one 95-88 to improve to an NBA best 19-5. Pat Riley in a little bit of a pensive mood as the Miami Heat tried to break a 2-game skid against visiting Milwaukee. Look at Alonzo Mourning clean up the mess for the basket. Second quarter, some nice athleticism here by Ray Allen. The leaning baseline jumper, Bucks by 4. Late in the third quarter, Heat leading by 5. Rex Walters penetrates, dishes to Mourning. 21 for Alonzo, and the Heat by 7. Later in the fourth quarter, the Heat down by 4. Mourning passes it out to the open man, and Bashan Leonard knocks it down. A season-high 29 for him. That cut the Bucks' lead to 1. Now late in the fourth, Ray Allen, the key jumper with time running out. He had 28 in the game. That gave Milwaukee a 1-point lead. Now just over a second left. Miami had a last chance shot. Oh, Anthony Carter just misses, and Milwaukee escapes and hands Miami its third straight loss. We'll talk about a boatload of power in one place. President Clinton hanging out with super agent David Falk at the Washington, New Jersey contest. Third quarter, that's Juwan Howard, the steal and the slam. He had a season-high 28. Wizards down by 3. Fourth quarter, Nets by 1. It's Rod Strickland tipping it ahead to Mitch Richmond for the slam. Washington by a point. Now watch the Nets' Kendall Gill miss the three-pointer, but he'll come streaking in for the steal and the layup, and we're all tied up. Now Washington up by 3. It's Jahidi White working hard down low, gets the basket and the three-point lead. Washington up seemingly comfortable by 6, but here comes Stephon Marbury. Beautiful acrobatic layup. He had 20, and that cut Washington's lead to 1. Now one last chance for the Nets. Kittle's driving in, can't get it to go. Can't get the tip to go either. Washington wins 108-104. Yeah, thumbs up. And they send New Jersey back to the Atlantic Division basement.
With the Nets, point guard Stephon Marbury quickly voiced his displeasure with losing. Often seen yelling at his teammates, Marbury rubbed some of them the wrong way with his harsh criticism of the team's woeful performance. The fiery Marbury says if he stepped on some toes, too bad.
If you play and be aggressive.
Looking to impose his will on this team, Marbury seemed to take on too much.
What he did, he made a commitment to get his other players involved. He drove more, kicked out more. His assist-to-turnover ratio went up.
He's been aggressive. He's been a leader.
He was honored as the century's greatest athlete. The former heavyweight boxer cheered on by NBA stars of the past and present. While the star of present was having trouble with his game early on. Malone with a miss there, and check out this pass. Straight to Austin Crocier. Malone missed his first 7 shots on the way to 1 for 8 in the first quarter. Now the Pacers not doing much better, but there is big shot by Reggie Miller. The Pacers would take the lead in this one, but check Mark Jackson here. The air ball straight to Malone. This game had good moments as bad as Ali looked on. Second half, Malone misses once again. The Pacers take a 7-point lead, and they come back on the break. Jalen Rose finishes off this break with a big slam. Fourth quarter, Pacers pull away. Sam Perkins, 1 of 5 three-pointers on the night. He finished on 15 points, and that's the margin that the Pacers won this one. 89-74. Coming off to Minnesota, where Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers face the Timberwolves, looking to win for their 12th time in 13 games. Look at Shaq working down low here, rebound and dunk. He had 24 points and 10 boards. Lakers down 3 later in the first quarter. Shaq gets into it, passes it to Kobe Bryant, and check out the move by Kobe.
He brings you out of your chair.
Another look at it there. Kobe would finish with 28 points and 12 assists. Second half, Timberwolves make a game of it. Terrell Brandon misses, but there's Kevin Garnett putting it back up. Later on, it's off the William Avery miss. Garnett again picking up the scraps and scoring 2. He had 28 points and a franchise record 21 rebounds, but Kobe would answer. Gets this basket and the foul as the Lakers win this one and extend the Timberwolves' losing streak to 8 games.
Jason Williams and the Sacramento Kings. Jason Williams, a little flare to Chris Webber behind the back pass, and Kings by 4. Meantime, Jason Kidd having another great night. 28th career triple-double, 14 assists for Kidd. Here finding Rodney Rogers for the slam. Suns by 17 at the half, and then Webber would have to leave the game with a strained neck. Despite that, the Kings coming back. Divot's great work with a finger roll down low, and then Williams finds Corliss Williamson on the cut for the slam, and the Kings suddenly within 6. But too much Jason Kidd. The three-pointer en route to a 27-point night, add 14 rebounds, and the Suns win this one 119-103 to send new coach Scott Skiles to 3-0. The Charlotte Hornets looking for an 8th straight win, visiting the slumping Miami Heat. It's Eddie Jones coming back the other way, and he is overjoyed. A little slam there, and the Hornets up 1. First half later, Mourning playing some tough D. Derek Coleman coming inside. No, thank you. Eldon Campbell takes his turn. See you later. And then Campbell, ill-advised, tries again. Mourning with 7 blocks in the first half. Pat Riley's club up by 5 at the break. Fourth quarter, Hornets, though, had turned it on and then forged an 11-point lead. But off the morning turnover, here comes Eddie Robinson to Baron Davis, who gives it back to Robinson for the slam. The Hornets in control. And they'll work it to Robinson, who goes baseline for the slam. Miami's struggling. They've lost 4 in a row, and the Hornets win this one 106-89. Well, apparently the Denver Nuggets are a little late on paying their light bill early in their game against the San Antonio Spurs. Boom, out went the lights, causing a delay of nearly a half an hour. We'll jump to the fourth quarter. Just 25 seconds left. Spurs up by 1. Nick Van Exel drives and hits the floater to give Denver the lead. Now 21 seconds left. Spurs inbounding. Mario Elie can't find anyone open, and his pass is stolen by Bryant Stith, who goes all the way in for the layup and the foul. Denver by 3. Now 15 seconds left. Spurs will get the ball to Tim Duncan. They'll get it in the lane, hit the basket. And then on the ensuing rebound, Terry Porter knocks the ball loose, almost causing a turnover, but Van Exel gets a timeout called. After Rodgers makes 1 foul shot, he misses the second. So the Spurs have 1 final chance. They get it to Duncan.
3. Duncan, 2. Duncan.
No, he cannot hit it, and Denver escapes with a narrow 2-point victory, 86-84. In Toronto, this is Kobe Bryant. Actually getting kind of individual here, but it worked. Kobe with 26 in the game. Later, Shaq working inside, cleaning up the miss with the big slam. Shaq had 24. But here's what we're talking about. The Lakers working that triangle offense to perfection. Watch him work it around the perimeter and get it over to Rice. Buries the three-pointer. The Lakers by 14 after 3. But Vince Carter would have his moments. Oh, yeah, the follow slam. But too much Lakers in this one. Kobe Bryant dribbles into the lane and hits the Jordan-esque pull-up jumper. The Lakers win this one 94-88 to improve to an NBA best 21-5.
And Kobe Bryant.
And the NBA's all-time winningest coach, Lenny Wilkins, and his Atlanta Hawks visiting the New Jersey Nets. First quarter, Nets up 8. Jimmy Jackson has his shot rejected. And the Nets on the break. Kendall Gill, the alley-oop to Kerry Kittles. Nets by 6 after 1. Second quarter, the Hawk battle back. Stephon Marbury has his pass picked off by Isaiah Ryder, and Jason Terry does the rest, and the Hawks had a 2-point advantage at the break. Fourth quarter, the Nets getting some help off the bench after Keith Van Horn gets rejected by Alan Henderson. Jamie Fike gets the pass and knocks down the open jumper. He finished with a season-high 16. Now fourth quarter, the Nets up by 7. Marbury comes up with a steal from Terry.
In the middle of Gill, over to Kittles.
Over to Kittles for the finish, and the Nets win this one by a final of 96-88.
Back to check on Monday's NBA action. We start in New York, where the Knicks took on the red-hot Charlotte Hornets, who had won 7 games in a row, and it looked like they were going to win their 8th early on as they took the lead at the half by 5 points. Eddie Jones with 23 points. Fourth quarter, Knicks come back. Charlie Ward sends a nice alley-oop to Allen Houston, who finishes with a dunk. Houston had 31 points in the game. Now 7 seconds left, tied at 97. Allen Houston for the win. That won't go. And then Patrick Ewing also has a chance, but he misses as well, so we go to overtime. And in OT, New York would prevail. Latrell Sprewell, great pass to Marcus Camby. The Knicks sting the Hornets by 3. Well, the game between Philadelphia and Detroit also went into overtime. Allen Iverson and Larry Brown making up after a dispute earlier this week. And it's Grant Hill who gives the Pistons a 9-point lead at the half. Second half, 76ers would make a comeback, and it's led by Allen Iverson. 2 threes right here. 76ers are now up by 4. Well, just over a minute to play in the fourth. Sixers up by 1. Christian Laettner with a steal on Iverson, and then it's Jerome Williams who comes in for the big slam. Pistons up by 1. Well, just under 4 seconds left now. The inbound pass comes to Larry Hughes, and he hits the 3. That sends the game into overtime. At that point, Philly was down by 3. Well, in overtime, Pistons up by 1. Grant Hill loses the ball. Iverson gets it and takes it all the way for the lay-in, 120-119. Iverson had 32 points in this game. Well, after Grant Hill makes 2 free throws, Philly need a field goal to win, and it's Eric Snow. At the buzzer, it goes. The Sixers win by 1, 122-121 in overtime. To the NBA in Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks pulled a clever trick on the Hornets. Charlie Ward launching the shot at the halftime buzzer, and it's good. Take another look at it. Now, the winning margin for the Knicks was 3 in overtime. Ward's getting 3 the hard way and takes out player of the day. Up for Pippen. Well, he would answer on the court, though, early on. 8 points in the first half, hitting that jumper there from the corners. The Blazers led us by as many as 10, but the Rockets would keep it close. Great dunk there by Carlos Rogers. Now, he was a part of that Pippen trade 2 years ago. Second half, Rasheed Wallace showing off. Pippen passes behind him, but Wallace goes to get the hoop, and Pippen says, where's the crowd now? Houston would keep it close, though. It's Steve Francis, the rookie, there on the slam, and then off the Kelvin Cato block. Francis is up ahead of the field and finishes off with another dunk. More Francis and more dunking. The Rockets cut it to 2, but down the stretch, Scotty would step it up. It's the jumper there, and then sinks the 3. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists as the Blazers win by 10 and avoid losing 3 straight games for the first time this season.
3:14 Knicks scored.
Also on the night, Phoenix traveled to San Antonio. Suns coach Scott Skiles was 4-0 since taking over from Danny Ainge. And Jason Kidd made sure they would not lose in regulation. A great shot there to tie the game and send it into overtime. In OT, it would be Rex Chapman. Watch this shot. He is mauled as he takes it, but it still goes down. The Suns go up 2. Spurs down 2 late in OT. Terry Porter drives and misses the layup, but there is David Robinson scoring on the rebound. Still tied. Avery Johnson misses. Rex Chapman gets the rebound, but Mario Weldy is there to steal it away. Chapman did foul him, so that shot did not count. The game was tied as Mario Weldy went to the line. He hit the first. This is the second.
Shooter all throughout his career.
Ellie misses, but Avery Johnson runs down the clock. San Antonio at 25-1 in their last 26 home games. One more note from the NBA. The Chicago Bulls have set January 1st as a target date for the return of Tony Kukoc. The creation forward has been on the bench with back spasms, but Coach Tim Floyd says Kukoc could start practicing in the next week. The Bulls have the worst record in the league at 2-20.
The NBA, Toronto's Tracy McGrady drives baseline for the incredible hanging layup against New Jersey. Very nice. Let's take another look. McGrady was so good, he went straight to the pros from high school. And it's easy to see why. Winner of our World Sport Play of the Day.
Utah, the Heat learned that Tim Hardaway is going to be out injured for another month. Now the Heat did have to sustain an attack from the Jazz early. It's Brian Russell with a 3 right there, and then later on, off the turnover, John Stockton leads the break. Is he going to find Karl Malone? No, he takes it all the way himself for 2 as the Jazz led by 6 at the half. Third quarter, Miami would make a run. Dan Marley knocks down the 3, and then later on, Marley hooks up with P.J. Brown. Nice pick and roll there for the slam. On to the fourth quarter now, tied at 72. Brown this time feeds to Sean Leonard, and he hits the layup down low. Miami take a 2-point lead. Now Miami still up 2. Seconds winding down in this game. Brian Russell has his shot blocked, and then John Stockton goes for the win with a 3-point attempt right here, but it clangs off the iron. The Heat hold on to win by 2 over the Jazz. In Madison Square Garden, Latrell Sprewell and the Knicks hosted Vince Carter and Toronto. First quarter, Carter dominates down low. A huge dunk off the alley-oop pass from Doug Christie. Then later on, it's Tracy McGrady finding Carter, and he gets the dunk and the foul over Sprewell. Second quarter, Knicks down 2, and this time it's Sprewell who makes some damage with the finger roll. Knicks up by 3 at the half. Third quarter now, more Spree. First, hits the 3 from the left corner. And then he drains another one from downtown from the wing. He had 25 points in the game. Fourth quarter now, Raptors down 2, but there is Carter. Long 2, tying up the game. He had 36 in the game. Now down the stretch, tied at 86. And Patrick Ewing, he's back, and he's back to doing the business. Hits the 15-foot jumper. Now less than 3 seconds left in the game. Sprewell misses the second free throw. Christie comes up with it and goes for the win, but doesn't fall. The Knicks hold on to win by just 1 point. He played. Ermar Johnson drives, tries to pass, but the ball is deflected off a defender and goes in the basket. Now, one more time, let's take a look at it. The pass, the glass, the hoop, and our play of the day as the Bearcats break Oklahoma's undefeated record.
And there's New Jersey's Kerry Kittles, who was very hot early on. First he hits the three-pointer from top of the key.
Good look for three.
Then he cuts to the hoop for the easy layup. Kittles finishing with a season-high 21 points on the night. To the fourth quarter, the Sixers making a run. It's Iverson with a deadly crossover to free himself up for 3 of his 42 points. Tremendous effort after his car accident. New Jersey's Stephon Marbury answers with a jumper of his own, giving the Nets a 6-point lead. Then late in the fourth, Nets up by 2. Iverson misses a shot that would have tied it up. And at the other end, Kendall Gill hits the jumper to ice it. Nets win 99-94.
They need it. They got it.
Milwaukee looking for their first win in San Antonio in 9 years. And after a tight first half, it was the Bucks who took the lead thanks to Scott Williams, who tips in the deflected shot. Williams just beating the buzzer. Early in the third quarter now, and Milwaukee playing some tough defense. Sam Cassell feeding Ray Allen for the slam. Bucks tie it up. The Spurs, though, would answer. Tim Duncan getting both the foul and the basket. And guess who was there to watch? U.S. soccer player Mia Hamm. But this was a crucial moment at the very end of the third quarter. Cassell knocking down the big three-pointer. Bucks by 7. The Spurs made a run at the start of the fourth. David Robinson takes it to the hole and makes the basket and also draws the foul. But the Bucks hung in there. Cassell gets it to Glenn Robinson for the nice jumper. San Antonio did have a chance to tie it up at the end, but Jaren Jackson's shot goes up the side of the backboard. First win for the Bucks at San Antonio since 1990.
And the big screen. An American sports icon who became a global guru too.
There's never going to be another Michael Jordan. You know, it can be a Grant Hill, it can be Anthony Hardaway, it can be Kobe Bryant, but Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan.
Francis would finish with 21 points, 7 assists, and 6 steals, and here he is in action. A huge dunk over Jihadi White. Francis then gets a little too excited and falls over. As with the Rockets later in this game, because the Wizards take over. Francis trying to drive again. This time he dishes out to Carlos Rogers, but he loses the ball. Rod Strickland leads the break and finds Mitch Richmond. The veteran converts at 27 points in the game as the Wizards lead by 7 at the half. Second half, all Washington. First is Strickland, who finds White down low, and he converts with a big dunk. There will be more White later on. Strickland gets it ahead to Aaron Williams, and there's White, who finishes with 15 points and 9 rebounds. The Wizards win for 4th time in 5 games.
To Kings hosting the Dallas Mavericks. Watch Serbian player Vlade Divac, who can't convert down low, but then he saves the ball and ends up 3 rows into the audience in the process. But he makes it back while Sacramento are working the ball around, and in time for his just rewards, the reverse slam. Kings won it 118-111, but it's Divac who earns our World Sport Play of the Day.
At the World Sport finish line, we introduce you to A.L. Horn. This 33-year-old Israeli man is about to bring his amazing ball-bouncing talents to the NBA. Horn, who is an electricity company worker in Israel, has been invited by NBA Commissioner David Stern to travel to the United States to perform his tricks for American basketball fans. He was discovered last summer by Stern when the Miami Heat played an exhibition game with Maccabi Tel Aviv. Horn will become the first Israeli entertainer ever to impress the fans and teams of the NBA.